In Azure, access is governed by role-based access control. An access assignment ties together three key elements. Security principle, this is the who. It can be a user, group, service principle, or manage identity. Role definition, this is the what. It defines what actions are allowed or not allowed, like read, write, delete. And scope, this is the where. It determines the boundary where those permissions apply. Management group, subscription, resource group, or individual resource. When you interpret access assignments, you're looking at these three things to answer a simple question. Who has access to what and where? When you are assigning roles in Azure, you can apply them at 4 different levels of scope. The higher the level, the broader the impact. If you assign a role at the management group level, it applies to all subscriptions and resources underneath it. Assigning at the subscription level means the access covers everything within that subscription. Going a level deeper, the resource group scope limits access to just the resources inside that group. And finally, the resource level applies access to a single specific resource. As you move down the hierarchy, you gain more control and granularity over who can do what. When you're reviewing an access assignment, start by asking yourself 3 key questions. First, who is the security principal? This could be a user, group, or service principal. Check whether it's an internal team member, an external guest, or an application identity. Next, ask what is the assigned role. Roles can range from read-only to full control. Common built-in roles include reader, contributor, owner, and resource-specific roles like storage blob data contributor. Lastly, check where the access applies. Is it at the subscription level or scoped only to a specific resource group or resource? Remember, access assigned at a higher scope is inherited by all lower levels. You have several tools available to help you interpret and analyze access assignments. In the Azure portal, go to any resource and select Access Control and then check Access tab. You can enter a name and instantly see what permissions they have and where. Or you can use Azure CLI or PowerShell. These tools are extremely useful for uncovering access paths, especially in complex environments. One of the most important things you need to grasp is inheritance. If you assign someone a role at the subscription level, that access automatically flows down to all resource groups and individual resources within it. So, don't just look at the resource level. Check higher up in the hierarchy too. Always confirm whether access is directly assigned or inherited from a broader scope. Be careful not to assume someone has no access just because you don't see their name directly listed. They might be part of a group that is assigned access. Also, make sure to check for multiple role assignments. A user could have one role at the subscription level and a different one at the resource level, which affects their effective permissions. Finally, be alert when reviewing custom roles. They might look like standard roles but could include unique permissions that change what someone can actually do. So, what's your key takeaway? To interpret access in Azure, always check who has access, user, group, or app, what role they have like reader or contributor, and where it applies like management group, subscription, resource group, or resource. Use tools like the Azure portal, CLI, or PowerShell. And don't forget to watch for inherited roles and group memberships.